what up?
What's up, man? I was gonna do my voice, but I don't know if there's anybody even in here, man.
Well, right now we have 2 people, it looks like. So we got to give time for everyone to come in. Yeah. But yeah, just all those who were coming in before, we were talking about Michael. Not a lot of people know what he sounds like. And so I'm like, you just need to come out with some weird voice like Pee Wee Herman.
And as soon as you were doing the intro, I was like, how many? If the curtain's open, like who's going to be sitting there? Like 2 people or 17? You know, like
no, we'll get quite a few in. It's just you got to let them get time because the emails go out if they ask for the reminder and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
that's cool. One thing that I don't have a way of seeing who's.
If you just go to comments on your laptop.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
If you go to comments on your right hand side, you'll see what everyone's saying.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, there's some people up in here.
Yeah.
Good stuff. What's up, y'all?
So let's see what you had to say. Come out. Let's have a good time.
Who's Nick?
I accept any and all trash talk, criticism, and overwhelming support of my good luck. See you guys soon. Be nice to Tyson, though.
Yeah. Nick says, who's that guy? I know who. Nick don't know me?
No, Nick knows you.
Yeah.
I think he's just being sarcastic.
I mean, it's one of those things like I know his name, but I don't know what he looks like. So
yeah, I actually don't either. He doesn't have an IG or anything. So
same thing with me, you know.
And what's up, Billy? Billy actually just had a grandbaby up in Taylorsville, up in Utah, in Salt Lake. So I'm excited to meet him one of these days.
Wow.
What's up, Liam?
He lives in Salt Lake?
His grandchild does, and his son, I want to say his son.
Yeah.
What's up, E? And we got Vinny. What up, my dudes?
Yeah, I was talking to Vinny.
First, I had to stop in and show some love. Vinny's a good man.
Oh, he is, man. You know what? Because of your show, I appreciate Vinny even more because I get to know him. Or he's a good guy.
Yeah. He's genuinely a good person.
Yeah.
He and so we're sharing a Airbnb. When October, I think it's like the last week of September up until Monday, October 4th. And we were talking about if we get, like we might be in a bad part of town. We really aren't. But if we were, I'm like, that's okay. I can just cuddle up to Vinny. I'll be safe. And he said the same thing, not knowing. And so it made me laugh.
Yeah. And then you find out that at nighttime, he's the biggest wuss you've ever met.
Yeah. What's up, Casey? Thanks for dropping.
Oh, man. What's up, Nick? Yeah, Nick's a good dude, man. All these guys are cool.
No, they're all great.
Except for Jay Cruz, I think.
What up, Pete? Thanks for stopping by. Michael P., Tyson Zarate, chat, everyone having a great day. Hey, Michael. Hey, Michael, did you get your winnings? He won the $250 gift card on my anniversary, and he ordered $250 worth of product. And it was a ton, so I was just kind of curious if he got it.
That's a lucky guy, man.
Yeah, and he won a Beard Brothers oil too. Anyway, what's up, Wolf?
He won a what? Beard Brothers oil?
I
don't even know who that is. It's a company?
No, so Beard Brothers is my collab with
that. Yeah, Scott. I got you. You and Scott. Yeah. What's up, Vado? I mean, Gato.
Yeah,
I call him Bearded Cat now. It's Gato is Spanish for cat. And we always throw cats out there for some reason. It's like a little open thing or an inside joke.
What's up, Michael Zarate?
Who said that? Everybody?
That was Joey Hookham.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? Richard Crush. I don't know if I know him.
No, he's new, I think, man.
Richard, do we know you by a different name? I'm kind of curious. Welcome, though. I appreciate you, man.
Got a good beard.
He does.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right. Oh, his daughter, not his son. His daughter lives in Utah.
Oh, okay.
So then, what's up, Bob?
Well? Is Billy in Utah as well?
No. I don't know. I know where he's from, but yeah, I don't know if anyone wants him to know, so he can tell you.
I got you. I got you.
I just know that in the chat he's mentioned that he has family and a granddaughter or grandchild in Utah, and so that's why I've said that.
That's awesome.
What's up, Mark? Thanks for joining. All right, I'm just checking to see what's going on. If we have any more, there's your friend right there.
Yeah, look at those eyes, ugly. Hey, somebody said something about Polies, man. You got it today. This stuff is amazing, man. I got it.
What did I miss? Where did I see that?
Who said Poley? Who was that? Oh, that was Russ.
Hey, what's up, Bruce City? Oh, Russ finally got it. Yeah, see, Vinny, I'm afraid of the dark. Dude, I'm not going to lie. I am really, really excited to go down to New Orleans and hang out with everyone.
Are you guys? Oh, there's a hangout, like a beer thing.
You're more than welcome to join us. It's the Friday. I want to say October 1st.
Yeah.
We're actually. Copper John's is going to rent a balcony on Bourbon Street, and we're just going to hang out. And then Saturday we're going to just walk around and get to know the culture, like on French Quarters and Bourbon Street and all that kind of stuff, and have like a fish fry. And then Sunday we're going to the New Orleans Saints game against the Giants.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So you're more than welcome. Anyone in this chat is more than welcome to come. I mean,
I'll go if you. Are you gonna? You're gonna keep your shirt on though, right?
Depends. It depends on how much Vinny and I, get to know each other.
You guys will be putting beads on each other.
We will be on that balcony. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Aaron? How you doing, man? Hey, Dagan. So Dagan has a live right after this, and so we try to be an hour so everyone can go visit him and his show because, his show, I want to say it's Creation Station.
Oh, okay.
It's really good stuff. He always has some good people on. All right, Vato, Michael P, Pete. I'm just saying hi. What's up, Pete? See? He's got the Beard Brother in oil. All right, just scrolling. Oh, yeah, see? He's new. That's awesome, Richard.
That is cool, man.
Thanks for joining, man. That means a lot.
I wonder if he's new to Copper John's, or if he has anything from you.
Yeah, let us know. See if you have any questions for us.
He's in the right spot, man. It's a good company.
Yeah, so he's from Arizona.
Oh, okay. Well,
wow,
congratulations.
All right. I'm not going to be able to catch up. They just keep coming and coming and coming. Everyone wants to see you, man. Everyone.
How many people are in there? I don't know how many people are in there. I just see the chat.
We have about 28 right now.
Oh, wow, that's good.
It's coming up, Michael. I promise.
He's already practicing.
Yeah.
Next time we see one of his videos, man, dude's gonna be shirtless.
All right. So everyone, this is Michael Zarate. Michael is one of the nicest, funniest, kindest people in the chats always. I've never actually got to have a full conversation with him other than through DMs and Instagram and stuff like that. And so I really, really wanted to have Michael on here. And so that all of us, including myself, get to know him a little bit better. And the more I get to know him, the more I like him. So he has to be on there. So I appreciate all you guys joining us. And first thing, man, tell us about who you are and what you like to do.
Well, you guys know me from the beard thing. That's one of my biggest things is just like you guys, it's kind of a hobby to be in and out of these beard shows and stuff like that. But basically, to tell it quickly, I'm pretty much a military guy my whole life. I retired I did the Army and I did the Air Force, and then I retired medically in 2013. And then I did different jobs, and that didn't really work out so well. And so I ended up going to college, got a degree, and basically now I'm kind of a full-time disability person, making enough, but not enough. And also not working right now because I'm kind of in between San Antonio and North Carolina. A lot of people already know that. They're kind of like, why is he here? Then he's there, then he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because there was I'm going through the divorce, so my kids are in San Antonio. And I lived there for 8 years. So, but now I'm in North Carolina right now. So,
dude, that's awesome. So, everyone's just commenting about thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
I appreciate that. It's a fun time. I really did enjoy it.
So, where does your sense of humor come from? where does your sarcasm, where does your writing skills, like you have unbelievable timing on everything. Where does this all come from? Because you crack me up. Everyone is laughing always at you, man, in a good way.
I don't know, man. I found that like around 5th grade, and I noticed that, but in that grade, I didn't want you kind of noticed class clown, but see, class clown can be the person that gets in trouble a lot, and I sort of did, but I wasn't a troublemaker. But honestly, I don't know where. My dad's pretty funny. I have 4 sisters, and we were always being funny together. We're involved in things like church or music or sports. And so the timing and stuff, I don't know. I think I just over time realized that it's kind of something nice that I got, that I can be, at first I was like, I don't know if I'm that funny, but after a while it's like, man, I do got some good timing and people be laughing either here or wherever. So I don't know, man. I just, when you have a humor like that, you got to be careful because sometimes you'll come out with something that's like totally left field.
You really do.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I mean, like a little bit like you're funny, and then all of a sudden you say something that's kind of like either sexual or bathroom humor or something, and then people don't jump on that. You're just like, you just put myself out there like that. But no, I just I don't find myself to be like a social butterfly kind of person. I'm not an extrovert.
But I hear you though. Like I, as an owner of Copper John's, I have to make sure I don't say certain things and stuff. Like there's some jokes out there that I'm like, oh, I could kill you right now, but I don't say anything because it's not professional or anything like that. So I hear you. There's some jokes that you just you wish you could say or wish it, but you just can't. But
yeah.
We have Bearded Strickland. He wants to know what part of North Carolina.
I'm in Lexington, and this is where I graduated high school from. My dad retired from the Army. He was an officer in the Army and retired in 1995, took a junior ROTC teaching job here at a different school than mine. And so Lexington's home. But I only lived in Lexington 3 years, and then I was in the Army. And so it was always the place I'd go to for leave. We call it leave. So vacation, I'd go for 2 weeks back here. And then wherever I was stationed at, I'd go right back. So Lexington, North Carolina is home, even though the longest I've ever been anywhere was San Antonio, like at one time. So,
dude, I love Texas and I love San Antonio.
Well, I love here and I love there. I mean,
yeah, I can see that.
Huh?
I can see that. My my grandma and grandpa lived in North Carolina for a while, and we visited quite a bit.
Yeah, it's different.
I love the ocean.
What's that?
I love the ocean, and I love over there. But I love it.
Yeah. Well, especially you're landlocked, so yeah, I get it.
Yeah, we just have reservoirs and lakes and stuff like that, and no one goes in the Great Salt Lake because it's just there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So, Michael Zarate, are you still doing your side job?
Who asked that? Wait, who asked that again?
Vato.
Vato?
Uh-huh.
You're not supposed to talk about your owner like that, Vato. Get back on the streets. Older
What's
lady.
up there?
Older lady.
What's up, Josh? I'm just seeing. See, he even agrees. Texas is the best country in the world. Now, I've been to. I went to. We went. So I'm a huge BYU fan. It's not. I'm from Utah. I'm a huge BYU fan. I grew up in Idaho, and my dad would actually. We didn't have cable, so we'd actually go to. He taught high school, so we would go to his school and actually watch the game together.
Oh, wow.
So I grew up just loving it. And so me and a bunch of my friends, we went to the Texas Longhorns and the BYU game when Taysom Hill was playing, and now he's playing for San Antonio or New Orleans.
Yeah,
but we went there and we stayed in Austin, but we drove down to San Antonio to watch a game, a Friday night football game, and then we drove to Austin and watched another game. Holy crap! Football in Texas is no joke.
Oh,
it was like a junior college type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, and especially in the bigger cities. Like, they have pretty much professional stadiums for the high school kids in San Antonio. They all share like a stadium sometimes.
No, it's crazy. And I found out they have like 3 varsity teams and 5 teams total. And you're like, what? It's like if you're not playing football, something's wrong there.
Man, yeah.
All right. So what are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
Basically, I got three main hobbies, honestly, and sometimes I'll dip in and out. They'll go stale for a while, but the biggest one was fitness. Weightlifting, just fitness, not just for myself, but that's what my degree is in kinesiology.
Okay.
I've always been into like health and fitness, but I find myself falling, back to overweight, and then I get it, so that's what I love the most, but it's what takes the most work. The second one is I'm very big into bass fishing or any kind of fishing, like freshwater. I've never fished saltwater, but so bass, catfish, those type of mostly bass. That's what I usually go out there. I like largemouth bass, just like that picture I sent you.
Dude, that was an epic picture too.
I think that was the last bass. No, I caught a bass after that. That was the first one. The one in that picture, I caught that, and it had been the first bass in like a year because I stopped fishing for a while.
Oh, okay.
And then the other hobby is the beard stuff. Just I think we all have that hobby. I think it's a hobby. Just this is a hobby. I mean, how does this? How does me and you talking right now happen if it's not a hobby? It's your life.
It's just fun. Yeah, it's just fun. I enjoy it. Yeah. So back to your weightlifting. I've talked to you several times. Like we'd be on a live or we'd be chatting through this, and you'd all of a sudden say, "Hey, I'm at the gym just listening." So I'm still listening. I'm like, so what do you like to do at the gym?
I like to lift weights. A lot of times, whenever I'm saying I'm just listening, I'm on the stair climber.
Okay.
Because it allows me to do two things at one time, and also watching the shows. It's psychological, but I don't feel as tired because I'm paying attention to the shows. And so
the stair climber destroys me.
Oh, it's hard, man.
Destroys me.
Yeah. You burn a lot of calories on that sucker. And then I'll do the treadmill. And then usually if I'm lifting weights, that's pretty much when I just kind of leave the show because I'm not going to sit there and do both. But then there's other times where like I'm absolutely doing nothing, but I just want to sit there and wait for giveaways all night.
I just turn it off. Speaking of which, guys, just on a giveaway. So we do have 40 coming home oils available right now. That was my Christmas scent, and I've had a lot of people asking for me to bring it back. And we will be doing a giveaway for the coming home oil. And then at the very end, I'll do the normal giveaway that I do for the gallery picture. And Michael is gone. So, Vato, you mentioned that you like striper. That's saltwater only, right? I've never caught a striper, and I've always wondered how they taste because they're really popular.
No, striper's freshwater.
Striper's freshwater? I swear they're saltwater.
The striper, I think it's fresh, man.
I could be wrong. They're not here where I'm at.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Hey, was this one of your hats from before?
Yeah, that was my very first hat. Right when I started.
I got this from Tyson, Faithfully Bearded.
Oh, yeah.
Like more than a year ago, he sent me a box. And so somebody just said I could be Vinny P's cousin. So I'm going to put this sucker on and do that.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. See, the Ocean and River.
Oh, it's boat. Okay. Yeah,
I did not know that. I didn't know that it was in the river as well. I thought it was only ocean.
Yeah, striper I've always heard for fresh, but then there's red drum. That like in San Antonio, there's a lake with freshwater red drum, and of course those.
Really?
Yeah, weird.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and they got the spot on the tail and everything.
All right, so you sent me, and I'm not going to go into it at all, but you sent me like a bio of yourself to kind of get to know you a little bit better, and as I was reading, I was really impressed of who you are and who you've become. And I feel like you have a lot of gratitude in your heart. And I know we're getting a little sentimental, all that kind of stuff. But I just am extremely impressed on who you are. And so I want everyone to kind of get to know a little bit about the deeper side of Michael Zarate, not so much the comical side, because everyone knows that side.
Yeah.
But what in your life do you feel most grateful about?
Well, that's easy, my kids. But I mean, it's a standard cliche answer, right?
No, it's a genuine answer, and I believe that. My kids are my life too, and my wife.
it's weird, man. Like you when you don't, if anybody that doesn't have kids, you hear that and you're like, yeah, that's what everybody says. But then you have your own, and you're like, there's nothing like it, man. You can't explain that kind of love. You really can't. It's like there's no part where you didn't love that person.
Yeah.
Other people, you had to meet them and slowly start to love them, whoever it is, to maybe not your parents, but yeah, a child, you love them the moment they come into the world.
So true.
It's just automatic. It's weird. That's the biggest thing I'm grateful for.
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm reading the comments. No, but so there's a comedian. I can't remember his name. I have his face, but he was talking about how when they have like a little date, like a play date, and the kids come over, and another kid comes over, and he's being a brat. He's like, "Hey, I don't have to love you. I have to love them." And it's true. Is right when they're born, you love them no matter what. Even before they're born, you're worried about them. You're stressed about them. And I actually talked to my mom about this. I'm like, does that ever end? The stress and love, and not the love, but the stressing and making sure that they're okay. She's like, no, I worry about you, Tyson. And I'm 41. Yeah. And she's like, it doesn't end. I'm like, well, that sucks.
Yeah. I think that wouldn't end, but I think as far as the person, like, I think it might even be worse because, like, your mom, like, you're grown up now, she doesn't have the ability to really be, like when you were 12, Yeah,
it's a different type of worry. She's like, am I making the right choices for my kids, things like that, and am I, that type of thing. It's not like, oh, is he going to do something stupid? But yeah, not only the love, but they completely change your outlook in life instantly. They really do. Yeah,
it took me a while though. It really can. Like at first, I was still kind of like, well, I still am a little bit, but like you're always thinking about yourself, like, oh, I want to get the PS4 or whatever, and it's like, but then it's like, or I want to go here, I need to go to the gym, and you're just leaving them, and it's like, man, maybe they want to, like, maybe we should go to the park,
Yeah.
So I think it's all life. I've always said this with everything, man. It's about balance. Yeah, you can go to the gym, but show your kids some love too, So.
Well, yeah, no. So, dad proud moment. So my daughter is in tumbling and gymnastic like stuff, and she just went to nationals and she took 5th. And there's only like a couple. Candace, I don't know if you're listening, but I think there's only 2 people in her age group that can do what she can do. And so she cannot go to Worlds. She can't go to Olympics. She's too young. But she just got asked by the USA team for next month to go be in Illinois and practice with them. And so she's going to be gone for a while and everything like that. And so I'm just like, there's more money. And it's just like, you're talking about, things that you do for your kids. It's just like, we just spent all this money for her to, go to first regionals and nationals. And now she's doing this. And it's just like, I want LASIK, but I can't because I swear everything goes to my kids and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm excited for her. She's really good.
Man, that is amazing. She just does the tumbling and everything, huh?
Yeah. So at age 9, she was doing double backflips and double front flips like nobody's business, and now she can do a lot of other things. And she'll say, she's like, I'm like, what did you do today? And she'll say, I'm like, oh, I have no idea what it was. I'm like, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah. See, Nick knows LASIK words, and I want it. I just can't get it because every time I have money, it goes to the kids. If anyone has any questions for Michael, please feel free to ask. Not mine. I would love for you guys to ask any questions that you might want to get to know him better. But yeah. So, what's the greatest accomplishment in your life up to this moment?
It would be graduating college with honors.
Graduating college?
Yeah, with honors. Because, the military thing was a career, and there's a lot of accomplishments in there. Retiring is obviously an accomplishment. But the fact that I wasn't the greatest in high school, and so from the years of 2014 to 17, I was a college student, like in class with 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, other veterans. And it was nice to not have the distraction. And I was like, I'm going to do this, and I'm also going to get honors. And so
Yeah.
that was a big accomplishment. Now here it is 3 or 4 years later, and I haven't done anything with that degree, but it's always there.
Yeah. And you can always fall back to it after, when you get everything situated from your living arrangements.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
So, but no, that is huge. There's not a lot of people who can say they did that. Actually, quite a few.
Well,
not a lot at all.
I got lucky. I mean, I earned it, but when you serve in the military, they have what's called the post 9/11 GI Bill. So when I got out, not only do they pay for your everything, books, the actual classes, they pay for your housing. So whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. So all I had to do was worry about food. And at that point, I was like making 50, and then I went up to 70% disability, which is way less than 100. But because of the certain things that were, Pell Grants and stuff, it worked out. So I got lucky. I mean, I didn't have to pay for college, but
that's lucky and a blessing in your life, because I tell you what, those student loans are not fun.
No, I've seen it.
But no, that's awesome. Yeah, I would. That's actually I would say one of mine is being able to graduate and all that, and I would say something like Copper Johns and how it's thriving and how I foresee the future. I think that would be a good accomplishment. But truthfully, I would have to say is just my wife. I really got blessed and lucky with that girl. So I would say, she's like, I'm your trophy wife. I'm like, you are. She says it jokingly, but I'm like, no, you are.
Candace, right?
Yeah, Candace.
Yeah, your whole family, good-looking family, man.
I appreciate it.
All of them.
So, Russ, your senior pastor daughter received a scholarship for gymnastics and attending college in one of the Carolinas. Oh, that's awesome, Russ. That really is cool,
man.
Yeah, well, take care, Vinny. Thanks for dropping by, man. And this is David the Bearded Plumber. Congrats. I know it's a lot harder going to college after being out of school for several years. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually, it's funny about that. I found it easier because I was older. Most people, they go to high school and then college, or they'll high school, do some sort of job, and then college. But I had a big time gap, about 16 years gap from high school to college. But because of that, I was more mature. I was more focused.
You took it more serious.
Yeah. And so because of that, I did better. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, because I screwed around in high school a little bit. And then when I had to do algebra college or whatever, it was like, okay, this is still hard, but it's like a new thing. It's not.
It's funny you say that, because I taught college for 10 years. And one of the things that I noticed is the newer students didn't take it as serious, and the older students did. But at the same time, the newer students had an easier time with all the like the computers, the software, all that kind of stuff. And so like their papers were not well written, so to speak. Not the newer people, the younger out of high school students, but they would turn theirs in way early. But then the guys who, when it was due, they would turn it in, and you could tell they worked hard on it, all this kind of, because they took it a lot more serious and all that kind of stuff. So I can see that.
Yeah.
But when I got my master's, I would say that was 20 times easier than my undergraduate, and I think it's because of working and all that kind of stuff. So I totally understand where you're coming from.
That's awesome. I didn't know you had your master's. You have one or two? Well, one?
I have 5 degrees, but 4 undergraduate and 1. So I enjoyed the breakdown between my bachelor's and master's degree. My street smarts are common sense learned during the gap, especially with my job shine during my graduate experience. Is this Joe? Because if it's Joe has a way cool job. And I've actually talked to Joe about my daughter and stuff, and he's very intelligent. Don't let him trick you because he's a Browns fan. Because,
Are you talking about Joe, like the cousin Joe?
Yeah. I think Joe, they're Browns fans, so they can't be that smart, but he's really smart.
Kyle looks like the more intelligent one, and Joe looks like more of the not so intelligent.
Oh, Joe is no.
Just joking.
I talked to Joe all the time, actually. Joe is such a good person. I always make fun of him because he's a Browns fan. However, ESPN just came out with the retro jersey for the Browns. I'm like, dude,
that's good.
They look cool.
Are you talking about the whiteouts?
Yeah, and then they just have a little bit of the burnt orange on their shoulder pads. Yeah. I thought that looked really good.
They have hats right now too, whiteout hats.
Oh, really?
New era. Yeah, look at the Saints or whoever you like. It looks pretty cool, man.
Oh, I'm going to be buying some stuff from the Saints when I get there.
Yeah.
Tacos are. What's up, Ben? All right. So, you're a valued member in this community. There's no shaking that. I mean, it's the truth. So what do you value most in the friendship? What do you value most from this community? What do you value most in life? Like, what makes you tick?
Well, I'll start with the community. What makes me always come back at first, right? At first, when I'm first looking for stuff, it was about finding a company that had a cologne scent. I just kind of wanted that. Yeah. I used to learn more, but the next thing you know, you're like, they do what? Giveaways. And so I started coming around for giveaways, but then you start building relationships with the people. Like the biggest one for me was Nate and Ferocious Beards.
Yeah.
Because I was always in there. I'm still always in there. And it's like a certain group of people that they're always there. And so from there, I'd see those people in the other places. I started to get to know other ones. And what keeps me coming back is it's definitely, I mean, obviously I like to get the beard stuff, but like, it's just it feels good. It feels good to laugh and joke with people and be funny, but it also feels really good to like encourage people, like the owners or the people that the reviewers. I just find joy in that because a lot of times it's like I'm not listening too much about what they're talking about with the beard stuff. I do, but I also look at them like Mo, and I'm like, man, Mo, I like the way you talk. Like you're just cool, like you're simple. You don't have to have all this stuff behind you. But then I also like the people that do have all that stuff because I know that they work their butt off. It's not easy to do what they're doing. So the guys in the chat, like me, the ones that are mostly just, you never really see us. It's just a brotherhood in there, but then it's also with the ones that are always on the screen. In life, you said what makes me tick in life?
Yeah. Besides, the working out and stuff like that, like what gets you going?
Well, what drives me, and this is seriously, I put it in that bio with what I sent to you. I try, and it's not like I don't do it for any reason, but I try to be like as kind, like it's cool to be funny and then be kind at the same time, because I told you about that guy I met when I was in high school. I didn't know him for very long, but the impact he had on me was huge.
Uh-huh.
Just because I saw the way I was like, I've never seen anybody that nice, and it's like real nice. It's not fake, and so I just try to emulate that. I do have days where I don't want to do anything with people, but I'm always, for the most part, if it's just anywhere I go, I'll strike up a conversation with a cashier or, I just try to be really, really nice. And it works, man. It really works as far as having a better life because... Do
you get people looking at you weird? Like, why are you talking to me?
No.
Do you ever get that? See, I get that occasionally. Like, my wife and I, we'll go on a cruise. I really enjoy going on cruises and stuff like that. We'll go on a cruise, and I'll know everyone by the end. And everyone will say hi. But initially, like... so I was on a cruise, and I thought I was talking to my wife. And I look over, and there's some random guy. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were my wife. He's like, nope. I'm like, we can change that. And he just looked at me and ran at the end. But I'm just like, my bad. You don't know me. But I get some random weird looks every now and then because I'm nice to them and just say hi. I think it throws people off.
Yeah. And the good thing about when I was really, really, really down and out, like really struggling, still do, man. Just, I take medicine for certain things, but like my girlfriend, her name's Melanie, right?
Yeah.
And she's who we lived together here. I knew her in high school, but I didn't really know her. I actually worked with her at a grocery store. But back in 2018, 19, it was the same thing. I was like, how could someone be that nice and so supportive when I'm getting, slashed on the other side? So it's very easy to like wake up and want to be that way because she's the way she is. And she's super. She thinks she's funny, but she's not as funny as me. and she's not. She's not like me. If I'm really really nice, if I'm not having a really nice day, I'm just kind of here. She'll be like really really nice, and then like Satan. I'm like, that's not true. I'm just kidding. No, I just joke with her like that, but no.
I know.
So she just her and my kids being nice makes me tick.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
She's like
she's watching this. I'll be at the bread and breakfast early.
Yeah, right.
New Orleans.
Does your girlfriend know you flirt with a bunch of bearded guys?
She worries most about Vato, and that's because Vato is. How do I say this? Have you guys noticed that Vato's kind of feminine? So no, she doesn't worry about Russ and Nick and Billy. It's Vato. And Vato, I try not to flirt with him, but he's always just tickling me, So.
He's laughing.
No tickle fights. Come on, stop.
All right, now let's do the coming home giveaway, shall we?
Yeah, man. How many people are here, dude?
We have 30 right now. So why don't we go 1 through 13? I'm going to go on. Not yet. Don't do anything.
Who, me?
So I'm going to go. Just 1 sec. Talk amongst yourselves. Ask Mike some questions. He can answer them for you.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Billy won. He already picked 3.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, they're not doing it yet. You clearly don't know me. I get my Manny and Patty every week, brother. It's Nick. I was thinking I was reading Vato. Oh, that's even better, Nick. Oh, great. Now I got 2 people.
All right. So when you see the blue, the dots from me, go again 1 through 12 and go. So Michael P.S. Michael, have you tried coming home?
No, man, I never have. And I didn't even try. The first time I tried Copper John's was only about 2 to 3 months ago.
Oh, that's right.
And that was because I stopped watching you because you didn't do enough giveaways.
Whatever. That's all I do.
What happened is when I first came in, I was getting certain companies like Ferocious and a couple others, and so Copper John's kind of just was that. It was one of the few companies that was like, yeah, I still need to try it. Kind of like Ruddy Man. I still haven't tried Ruddy Man. It's just
okay. You can stop, guys.
Yeah. So that's all it was. I knew that I was going to like it, especially hearing everybody talk about Nightfall. But I like Holy better than Nightfall anyway.
So the number was, wait for it, 12. Ooh. So it looks like Billy, the bearded land shark, won. Is that right? Can you see anyone else before that? All I see is Lenny and bearded Billy, and there were 2 and 6.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to control the comment.
Yeah, he's the only one.
All right, cool. No, I haven't tried
Billy,
coming home, man.
Yeah, Billy, just hit me up after the stream on IG, and I'll get it sent to you. Again, I got 40 of these available. Wait for it. 40 of these available, and they're all ready to go. So,
is that what Billy won? Coming home?
Yes, he won a coming home.
Oh, that's sweet.
Speaking of, I'm just joking. No, not him. What's up, Devin?
Oh,
what?
Devin.
Yeah, I haven't seen Devin for a while. Is Devon?
Devin's a really good guy, man.
He is. He's just so busy with school and pretending like he's young and has a girlfriend. So.
He's kind of his own person. Like he doesn't. Devin acts like Devin. I don't know many people that act like Devin. And he's just straight up cool, man.
Yeah, except he likes burnt steak, which is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, we called those track pads in the Army. because that's what they would feed us in the field. They'd be like, "Hey, we got steak tonight." It's track. It's like the track on the tanks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we call them track pads. So Devin likes track pads.
So are you allowed to tell us what you did?
In the Army?
Uh-huh.
Well, in the Army, I was field artillery. So
okay. Someone asked, and I just wanted to make sure.
Well, in the Army, I was field artillery, which meant shooting cannons. But I was in what's called a howitzer, which looked like a big tank. And I drove that when I was on the team. And then eventually I started driving the Humvees and stuff because the first sergeant wanted me to drive them around and stuff. And then in the Air Force, I was in what's called services, which is crazy. It's food. 70% of it is food, which I got tricked into. I didn't want to do that. Like serving food, like dining facility. Then you got lodging, which is the hotels. That's like 5% of the unit does that. And then there's fitness. All I wanted was fitness, and I luckily got fitness until the back end of my career when I was cooking.
Oh,
so I got to do fitness. So I had all that love for fitness, and then I started doing cooking. Actually, no. Before I ever cooked, I went to readiness, and it was like combat. You getting people ready to deploy in our unit, and also training and making sure equipment's good to go. But then I got put into mortuary affairs. That's another part to services, which is like, why would that be part of services? That's weird. But it was, and that's the particular one that I did. It changed everything. It changed. 2010, man, changed. I completely like mentally changed for the better and for the worse. So Air Force was that, and then I ended up doing food, and then food again. But it was kind of neat because by that time I was a shift leader.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot about my leadership ability because it's like, I told him, I was like, guys, I've never done food before, but I'm going to learn, and I'm definitely going to lead you guys, and like, we're going to get this done the right way. And next thing you know, like, we were just a functioning team. So because they saw me like making sandwiches and grilling things and still leading, So
yeah,
it turned out food wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh,
yeah.
I know Liam. He did that a lot in his area, in his with the Marines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I know he has his culinary degree, and so he's a chef. So
wow.
Yeah, he knows his stuff. So, but what keeps you going when things get tough? Because I've read your bio. We've talked a little bit. Some things haven't been easy.
No.
What keeps you going?
Well, in like, I told you about 2010. 2010 was crazy, man, because it's like when you're in a really, the job itself put me in a dark place, but ever since high school, I was kind of like curious about death, curious about suicide for some reason. And I always had that in the back of my mind, but it never like fully bloomed until 2010. And so here I am working with death, like hundreds of, fallen heroes coming from Iraq or Afghanistan. Plus, the harder ones were the ones where it was like a regular peacetime, like, somebody's husband dies, and they're active duty. And so there's a lot of things you have to do. I was in Germany, so a lot of things I had to do. But so that job, like, really fully bloomed those deep, deep, deep suicidal type of thoughts. And at that time, I just had a toddler boy and like a, babyer boy, 2-year-old boy. But then in 2012, when I was back in the States, I had a daughter. And if you ever go to my Facebook page or whatever, I've had the picture as my profile picture for years. It's just me holding my daughter in front of a river. And so,
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's very, very, what's the word? Powerful, sentimental. I don't know I'm not thinking of the right word, but when I see that symbolic, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, it's very symbolic in two ways. Number one, the daughter, she changed me. I don't know why. Something about having a daughter. But then also the fact that in that picture, you see me with a beard, a short beard, but that's the very first beard I ever grew in my entire life.
Wow.
And so the reason I grew that beard was because I was an inpatient in a mental health facility more than once. Weeks come out, weeks, come out, and then a month out, and that was the last time. So the reason I grew that beard, I'm in the military, not allowed to grow beard, so I grew it inside the I had to sleep there and everything. It's a mental for, and so we weren't allowed to shave because suicidal. So we didn't even have shoelaces and stuff, and so that made me grow my beard. And then one particular Sunday, football was on and everything. I went to the desk and I said, "Are we allowed to shave her at all?" They're like, "Well, we have this. We sanitize it and you can use it." And so I went into like the bathroom, which there's no doors, and I made it look nice. And I thought to myself, I like myself with a beard,
Yeah.
And so go back to the question that's kind of like I kind of had to go back to that. When times are tough now, there's times I'll think about suicide easily 100 times a day.
Wow.
Easily.
So it hasn't left you.
No. And I have to deal with that. And I use things like, this community helps me, it gives me something to kind of like lift my spirits. I mean, I'm not like that all the time. I'm still funny, I'm still kind, but I could be like that. And at the same time,
still think about it.
Something's not going right in my life to where I find that's usually what it is. Something in my life is like, it seems so overwhelming that it's kind of like in the past I had certain like projects, right? Mm-hmm. So overwhelming that I just wouldn't do it, procrastinate or just kind of get in trouble for not doing it. But then I get saved. Somebody will save you and you'll get it and then it's over. But then there's those situations in life where you're just like, how do you shake that? And so those thoughts will come in. And it's just the same way. It's the same feeling as those other thoughts, except it's eternal, or whatever you want to say for that. And so my daughter, my kids, my girlfriend, they're the biggest, as far as like
reminding you.
Yeah. Especially my daughter, man. I don't know why. I mean, I love all my kids the same, but there's something about her being the youngest and her being a girl. I don't know why that changed. You know what it was in 2012, in 2013 or something like that, 2014. I was at the VA talking to one of the psychs and talking about suicide and everything. He's the first person that ever leaned forward in his chair and said, looked me right in my face. He said, "You talk about suicide and stuff. Who finds you? And what does that do to your daughter or your kids?" And everybody hears that. Like, what would that do to them? Tear them up. But when he actually said, "Who'd find you? What would you look like?" Yeah. So I don't know if we're going to get that deep with when times are down, but times can be really, really down, man.
And I have that little daughter who's the youngest, and there's something about girls compared to boys for a dad. And the boys, you roughhouse, you have fun, but there's something about the girl that the love that they have for their dad is something, and I hear you. It is very powerful, and it can wake you up sometimes, like you're saying, when you're in a dark place. So I'm glad you found that.
Yeah, it gives you something about a daughter, man, as a dad, gives you a different sense of purpose.
Yeah.
You already have a sense of purpose with your other ones, the boys, but you're right. A daughter, it's just different, man.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing. I mean, that's very deep, but also I believe that you're not the only one who suffers like that. No. And people hearing that story from you, I think will help others and let them know that they're not alone and that they can get through this.
Well, there's a quote that I got from one of my things like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'll say it from time to time, and even on these chat rooms and stuff. But pain shared is pain divided. So if you're willing to share your pain, it'll be divided, and as a group of people, you can handle it.
Yeah.
Pain shared is pain divided. If you don't share it, man, it's just really heavy. So.
Yeah, and the loved ones in your life, and then those who are like, like when you go to the hospital that you're at and you have your group therapy and stuff, you realize that you hear things, you can feel the things that they're feeling, and they can feel what you're feeling, and it really does help. I've witnessed that, not me personally, but I've witnessed that through family members and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's amazing that what you've come through. So I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. No, thanks, man. Yeah, it was everything kind of kicked off in that 2010 with all the death while at the same, it's bad, man. So
now we're not going to talk so much serious, but what's the last book you read that you just absolutely loved? Because I've been reading tons of books lately, and so reading's been on my mind. So do you like to read? What's the last book you read that you just loved?
I really do like to read, but I procrastinate reading. I have a book on the nightstand. This one's by David Goggins. Some of y'all might know him. He's a crazy dude, man. He's a ultra marathon runner and all that. I've read the introduction, but the last book I read where I actually there was two of them, and one of them was called it's about John Wesley Hardin, and he was like a gunslinger in Texas and stuff like that.
Okay.
I didn't read it on purpose. Actually, me saying that reminded me. It was part of a college thing, and so I got to pick that one and write about it. But the best book that I read recently was it's called An Unquiet Mind, and that's by a woman who also, she's got bipolar disorder and not schizophrenia, but like mostly bipolar disorder, and she also went in and out of. It was kind of like my life, Yeah, I did the same. So when I read that, I was like, "This is amazing." And but now she has a PhD. I think she's an actual doctor, man, psychiatrist or something like that.
Wow.
But it was the story of her. Like you read about her, and she was like freaking nuts, man. Like naked in the street and all these things, and it's like, geez. So I remember that. I have that one in here too. It's a pretty good book. So
Michael just wanted to say he's out and about. He's going to rewatch the stream just because he knows who you are.
Diablo. What's his real name? I always forget. Dave. Yeah, David.
What's up, Joey? And then
thanks, Dave.
Corey agrees with you completely about David Goggins.
Oh yeah, he's crazy, man.
So actually, speaking of Corey, that's the last book I've been reading. I've read a lot of business books on marketing and all that kind of stuff, which I still have no idea what I'm doing with marketing. I haven't yet to market other than like Instagram. But I've read The Essence of Success by Earl Nightingale. And it's really just about how you treat people. And to be successful is just being yourself, but treating people with how you'd want to be treated, basically. And his cool voice. But because I listen to Audible when I'm working and driving and all that kind of stuff. I'd rather listen to that than music. What's up, Jeff? Jeff's a good dude.
Jeff Rice? I don't know if I know Jeff Rice.
Votto thought you graduated up to Dr. Seuss.
Where did you say that at?
Billy said he thought Votto thought you only graduated up to Dr. Seuss.
Oh, well, at one point, yeah, Votto. I'll get you there.
I'll get you there.
Come here, young.
All right, worst movie you've ever seen?
Ooh, man. Oh, gosh, I can't remember the name of it.
There's some horrible movies. Which one's the worst?
There's some really bad ones.
Guys, what's your worst movie too?
Yeah, please. Oh man, there was one. I don't know the name of it. I watched it about a month ago with Melanie, and she was kind of excited. I was like, "Yeah, we haven't watched a movie in a while," and so if she's watching this, then that was the worst movie I've seen in a while. It was bad. Attack
of the Killer Tomatoes. I've never heard of that. Elf. Who the freak doesn't like Elf? Elf is like one of the best Christmas movies ever.
That's a great movie.
Hey, even Billy even agreed with Lenny.
What?
No, there's one called Kung Fu. I can't remember what it was, but it was a guy who specifically he imported himself into the movie. He imported himself into the movie, and it was all dubbed. So he'd be talking with everyone else in Chinese, but then all of a sudden it would go in English. And I think it was called Kung Pao or something. It was the worst.
Kung Pao? I have that movie. It's like a funny one.
Oh yeah, but it's so dumb. It's like where like the Matrix, the cow squirts milk.
Yeah.
And dodges. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah. I bought that movie when I was about 21. I own it.
And it's my favorite.
Oh, the movie Melody, she just watched it, dude. I'm in trouble. She's in the living room watching, but she came in here and she was like, false positive, and the dog's at the bottom of the door. I'm like, what do you want me to know about? Like, I thought she's saying a false positive, like she has a coronavirus thing or something. I'm like, I'm in the middle of a.
She's not pregnant.
No, she can't. No, she was saying that's the movie we watched, and it was
okay.
False really positive. Yeah. I thought she was coming here about something really serious. I'm like, what the heck?
I have never seen Crank.
Oh.
Jason versus Freddy. Crank 2 was even worse. Sharknado, no puns intended. No, Sharknado is awfully, horribly good.
Really?
Like, it's so bad that it's like one of those. What's that one show that you used to watch, or not even watch, but they had a bunch of those characters like robots and stuff commenting and bashing movies. That's what Sharknado is. It's one of those that you bash.
Yeah,
it's so bad that you just bash it the whole time. And it was
what you talking about now?
Star Wars, just.
Gosh, man, they do actually have one, but it was like a few years ago that I dubbed.
That was bad, Brian.
I actually did dub one as the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's been years ago, and so now I don't know what it was. But it was bad, dude.
Oh yeah, there's some bad ones now. So a lot of people hate Nacho Libre.
Yeah,
and I asked Mystery Science Theater. That's what it is. See, he knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
No, but Nacho Libre is the best show ever because it's so. I don't know. I just loved it. It's like it has so many one-liners and like three. That's the type of style of movies I think are hilarious.
It's funny because my friend Corey and I, we just exchanged GIFs today or whatever you call those, and he did one with like I'll be waiting because I said like we got to get together one day. I have another story. I found a friend from 19 years ago yesterday, but that's a crazy story. But so Corey, we said the same thing. I was like, we'll get together. He was like, I'll be waiting. And it was Nacho Libre. And so I flipped it. I sent a GIF of Nacho Libre just squeezing his butt cheeks together.
No, the whole part, there's so many parts that I absolutely love, like him diving into the water after he eats the eagle egg. But my favorite part is when there's a whole like scene of him just scouring the desert and trying to survive, and he's eating nopales, the cactus and everything. And then a skeleton comes out, and he's like, how did you find me a skeleton? And he goes, I saw you from the village. And then it's like the village is like literally right next door.
Yeah.
It's like, hola, Nacho. Oh man, I laughed so hard.
Yeah. It's kind of like Napoleon Dynamite. It's stupid, but it's funny.
Oh, yeah. Eat up, you stupid llama.
Worst song ever. Worst song ever, man.
Barbie Girl for me. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party.
That's a pretty bad song.
Oh, it's horrible.
But I own that CD.
So you own the worst movie? I don't like it. Also the worst song.
You want it? Here's a funny story about that. I'll go with that. Worst song ever is Barbie Girl. When I first got in the Army, I had a roommate named Monty. And he had a really big, like, awesome, like, DVD thing. Like, this was a big deal back in 98. And so he had an awesome sound system. And him and I were going to go, like, out, like, to the BX, to wherever, for the Saturday. He knew I had that CD. He puts it in. It's, like, the very first song or something. Puts it on repeat, and puts it on, like, a level enough to be annoying to the people next door to us. And we left. For hours. For hours. And the friend on that other side was it ended up being my best friend, Chris Dillon, the guy who was at the same minor league baseball game with me last night. Planned 15 seats away up here, and I hadn't seen him in 19 years.
Oh, wow.
Same friend. I'm like, okay. So, yeah. Kind of weird.
Do you know John Mulaney, the comedian? He was a writer for Saturday Night Live, and now he's a stand-up. He talks about in one of his bits. He talks about how he went to an old diner that had a jukebox, and they put in like 10 quarters, and they played "What's Up, Pussycat" for 10 straight songs. And he talks about how everyone, like around the 6th, 7th song, they're just like, "What the?" And then all of a sudden they put in another song, and then they entered a few more quarters and put up "What's Up, Pussycat" again. He's like the relief, and then it came out, and it was hilarious. You have to listen to it. But yeah, Austin Powers was terrible, is what he's saying.
Oh, the movie Austin Powers is good, I think.
Yeah, theme to Blue's Clues.
For the world.
Is that the one I get knocked down, but I get up again? That's it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Corey, I forgot about that one. That's bad. It's
That's
Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Oh, that was bad.
Oh, recently, like a recent pop song?
No. Friday is several years old, but it was just some random high school girl. And
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Like a recent pop song, yeah. Baby Shark, yeah.
Luke Bryan song. I like Luke Bryan. I'm just before we get into the next questions are my would you rather songs, or would you rather? No, I have one more.
I have something to add real quick to the last one. When I was in like fourth grade, the DJ at Magic 95 in Lawton, Oklahoma, his name was Boogeyman, and he was the Friday DJ. Well, he was supposed to be able to like go skiing, right? He had a vacation lined up, and then the station said, no, you're not going to do it. So he locks the thing and plays Roxette, She's Got the Look, over and over and over and over. Every so often he'd but then he would just like at the diner, he skipped it and went to We Gotta Fight for Our Right to Party with the Beastie Boys, and then right back to Roxette for hours, dude. And so he changed that song for a lot of people, because when I hear that song, I like it, but I think of Boogeyman. You know? Yeah. So he did what your friend did, or whoever that was.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, it's funny.
So Brian went off for what we're saying. What do you see in the beard trending? And he's like monkey tail beard for the win.
Oh, what beard trends are you seeing emerge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of them. You know, lately,
we are. I deal in a beard company, and we're talking about beards.
Yeah. I don't know about beard trends, man. Maybe having a beard.
Having beards definitely
is kind of a trend. It depends on like who you are.
But see, it used to be unprofessional.
Yeah.
And now it's not. Now it's just part of living and all that kind of stuff. It's accepted. Kind of like tattoos. Before, tattoos were not accepted, and they were, he's a bad person. And now it's just like, no, he's a good person. He just has a tattoo.
Tattoos all over.
Yeah.
On Dan C's the Command's Corner on Facebook, I'll see trends where like guys will just have the whaler, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of a trend. But like I'll see people do it like you'll see it like more than one person. But shaving the beard, dude. I mean, like people will shave it off because they saw Mo do it, or they saw this person do it, like Johnny Grooms, and it's like, well, I'll do it. And it's like, then the next thing you know, the first thing someone like Mo says when they do that is, well, it's coming back, guys. Don't worry about it. It's because they already feel like, why'd I do that?
Yeah.
So it's a kind of trend of like, I think Johnny Grooms is what started it, because he just like, he'll shave his whole face.
From my understanding, Johnny, and I don't want to speak for him, but he shaves it and then he tests oils. Like, okay, I'm going to only try CBD this time, or I'm only going to try this certain time, just to see what the difference is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So his is research, from my understanding.
Yeah, it's cool too, because like that's his angle. Everybody kind of knows that. And he also, when he grows a beard back, it's like 2 weeks go by and you're like, oh, there he is again. So
yeah, right. So Aldemir, bald and beautiful. Zarate, what do you prefer? Jumo in the water with sharks, or in a cage, or jump out of a plane? Jump in the water with sharks, or
jump in the water with shit. Well, jump out of a plane. I mean, it depends. Like, I got a parachute. I mean, because it's like, yeah. Are we talking about if is it like a guaranteed death? So it's like, how do I want to die?
No, this is so. I always do a would you rather. Always.
Yeah.
So this is just
jump
in the water with sharks in a cage, or jump out of a plane. So if you're so it's like, what would you prefer? Swim with the sharks and be protected, or jump out of a plane?
Oh yeah, because he has a cage. So I assume he's meaning like skydive too. I'd jump out of a plane. I'd rather jump out of a plane.
See, and that would scare the crap out of me, and I think it'd be fun. But both sound fun to me.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one would be cool. In a cage. I didn't notice it said in a cage.
Yeah. Mutton chops and a mullet.
Oh, the trend? Yeah, mullets are a trend right now.
Oh yeah,
Everybody knows that.
I'm coming. It's just it's a baby mullet still. But see, I was bald. I was completely bald on the sides. All right, so here's my would you rather questions. Everyone, bring out your would you rather questions. Would you rather have a ponytail or a mullet?
Ponytail with the shaved sides. Like the shaved sides with the long hair look. I like that look. Yeah.
Most people would want a mullet, but that's funny. Mullet.
But here's the thing,
mullet count.
that could be like the whole trend thing. Like a year ago, would we say mullet?
Yeah.
Would we say mullet last summer?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I didn't see it coming. I never thought I would have a mullet again, and I haven't had a mullet since I was 14.
And now, like those Macho Man sunglasses are becoming big too.
Right.
Yeah, I just had them on the other day.
Chad just brought those back.
Yeah,
it was just Chad.
Just Chad, like yeah.
Joe Dirt or Steven Seagal? Does Steven Seagal have a mullet?
Is he talking about like hair?
Yeah.
Oh, Steven Seagal has the ponytail, I think.
Dude. Joe
Dirt's got
Dirt. 100% Joe Dirt.
Yeah. I'll go Seagal.
I don't know why I think it's so funny. All right. Would you rather be balding but fit or overweight with a full head of hair?
Balding but fit.
See, I think that would be me too.
Yeah.
Because I love working out. I love lifting heavy, all that kind of stuff, but I can't keep the weight off. I'm just a big guy.
Yeah. It's hard, man.
Would you rather look like Voldemort or have a mullet?
Hey, Tyson, can you do like that again real quick? Voldemort.
I start crying.
Yeah.
Corey goes, America.
Hey, Corey, man, I got Lakeside Lodge from him. He was another company like yours where I just recently tried. Man, Lakeside Lodge is so good, dude.
Is that Corey? Is that the one I really like? I think that's the one I like.
No, you like Timber Trails, right? That's what he told me.
Okay, then I like them all, to be honest with you. I like Corey and I like what he stands for. So.
Oh yeah, man, he's cool.
All right. Would you rather live in a cave or live in a treehouse?
Ooh. Dang, man. I mean, I'd probably say treehouse.
Okay. I think I'd pick a treehouse too.
I mean, there's, depends on how big it is, because the cave could be big, but.
Yeah. But I like the natural light, the ambience. And see, I'm thinking of, I don't know if you've seen Crudes too. There's some nice. Have you seen Crudes too? I watched it with my kids. Absolutely loved it.
I think I might have. I've seen Cruise 1, I guess.
They have a treehouse, and it's not real, mind you. It's a cartoon, but it's still cool.
Yeah, treehouse.
Appreciate it, Corey.
Yeah,
see, we have treehouse, we have cave, treehouse. Light is needed to live. See, that's what I say.
Yeah.
So you and I are on the same on that one. All right.
What if there's no ladder?
What?
What if there's no ladder to get up and down the treehouse? You're just there.
You have to figure it out, man.
It changes things a little bit.
Yeah, you just break some branches and build a ladder.
Yeah.
Treehouse. In a big cave, no AC needed. They are nice and cool, but I want both. See, I like that. Oh, and he goes rope.
Oh, true.
But I'm not strong enough to haul my butt up there and just pull myself up. I'm like, not a chance.
Yeah. We could use your mullet, but we wouldn't get far.
Just like an inch. All right, this one's really serious. Would you rather have leprosy and an appendage fall off daily or have a mullet?
Mullet, man.
I did a lot of mullet questions to Ken, and he was like, I'm choosing the other.
I like the mullet thing because it promotes your thing on like September 12th for the competition, dude.
Yeah, I'm way excited for all those. We're September 12th here. we're going to be doing our mullet challenge, and it's going to be fun. I'm excited. And if you have already joined the competition, that's great. We still have about 15 more openings if you want.
15? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so we have 15 right now, and I'm going to do about 30. I'm going to try to do the bracket. But if we have 15, that's amazing. It's still going to be cool.
I should try to get in that, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or be able to read minds?
I've seen that recently. Maybe not in that exact style, but teleports 100%, man. Teleport. To be like, I mean, right now I could just teleport to San Antonio and do something for my kids and teleport back here, Teleport for sure.
Sorry. Vado, just the last question about leprosy or a mullet. Hey, what's up, Ray? It's been a while. How you doing, buddy?
Could you imagine if I could teleport and I say, hey, hold on, guys, I'll be right back. You're just talking to them. All of a sudden I'm behind you and I just beat your tail. Like, you go right back here.
Oh, I'd absolutely love to teleport.
I don't think I could beat your tail, but
No, but the read the minds, I'm like, I don't think so. I think teleporting would be a lot more fun. Then
Yeah.
You save a lot of money on driving and gas.
Man, big time.
All right. So those are literally all the questions I have, guys. So if you have any more questions for Michael or myself, please let them, let us know now. In the meantime, this is a time where I do the winner for the weekly gallery submission. So Michael, you did this, and you actually won with your. You submitted 2 amazing pictures, and you won. And one was you holding Polies and the bass, and then the other one you were.
Same one. You're here. Same one.
And so what you do is you go to copperjohnsbeard.com, and in the gallery section, there's a way where you can submit a picture, whatnot, a video. And then I actually have to go and approve it because there's some pictures I'm like, nope. They do it as a joke, but they know I have to approve it. But anyway, this week, the winner is Ryan, Bearded Cheese. So I appreciate you, Ryan, for he posted quite amazing. I know Reno, he posted a couple of pictures. Mark posted a couple of pictures, a few others. But I appreciate it, Ryan, and I appreciate all you guys for doing that.
Yeah, I look at that like every day or every other day, just because I want to see if people are catching on to it for you, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But I also look at it because that's my competition for getting a $25. So it's like, okay, now what do I got to come up with? So because these dudes are putting out some serious pictures, and I'm like, man, great.
Mark did some really good pictures. Just right.
Yeah, I saw Mark's. Yeah.
Mark did, like I said, Reno. He did an amazing shot too. It's just so me and my Mankini didn't make it, Tyson. That's not fair. He did submit that, but someone else did. I'm not putting that on the website.
Oh.
So I appreciate you, Ryan. Appreciate everyone doing that. Is there any questions for us before we take off? Do you have anything you want to say or any comments or questions that you have for the audience or myself too?
No. For me?
Yeah, that you might have.
I just want to say that this is very easy and comfortable for me because we already have like a great relationship. Like these guys have never this is the first time actually talking with you.
Yeah, this is cool.
This is cool, and it's like it's not hard, and it's like it's really fun, man. It's really nice to see all the nice comments. It's nice to see all the funny comments. It's nice that people really did come out. They come out on Sundays anyways, but the fact that, when Vinny P was on, I wanted to watch that. Really, it was kind of neat because okay, you had the other guys like Matt or whoever that,
Yeah, Matt Bearded Laws, and I had a couple of, I had a few other people. Sorry, Ken,
but it's really cool when you pulled out. I mean, we all know who Vinny P is. We know that name. We know that name, but we didn't really know Vinny. And so when you had him here, he looked very comfortable. It was funny. It was straight up. I remember you guys talking about the Saints game and everything. And so I just wanted to say that I couldn't always be looking over here at this chat, but every time I did, people were just being nice to each other, being funny with me, funny with each other.
So that's kind of the goal I want for this stream on Sundays like I said, I want to have all the affiliates on because they're my affiliates and I appreciate them.
Yeah.
And I want to help them and they help me. But I also want to bring everyone on that just has been a great support and who might not have a platform, who might have I think you're an amazing human being. And so I had to have you on, and no one knows all that. And so I wanted everyone to get it. And so eventually, like Vato, all these guys I eventually want on. Jason makes unbelievable product. And so there's a lot of people I want on there who might not have that platform or anything like that. Just come say hi. Everyone gets to know them. I think it's important.
This is the first time I've ever done this at all on YouTube, ever.
And you're good at it, man. You're good at it.
Well, I mean, I'm not like, I'll probably go on with Nate from Ferocious for sure, because we've already talked about that. It's, I was never not comfortable doing it. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But no, I don't plan on turning into like a reviewer or anything like that. That's not really my role. I like to just be in the crowd, making everything kind of fun. Yeah.
And you're good at it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
As you've seen with some of the things that you've set out with Vato.
Yeah. Ken came in and he was pretty shocked. He was like, "Oh crap, it's me and you." So what's up, Ken? He said hi to us.
Yeah, Ken's a good guy.
Yeah, he is, man.
So right here, Jason S says, "Zarate did it better than I did. Good job, man. You're a natural."
Oh, Jason was on with you?
Not with me. He was on Bearded Regard on Friday, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And I was at date night with my wifey, so
I jumped on there for a little bit, I think, with Casey Bushy Beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on there for a little bit, I think, but not long.
So I agree with Vato. You know how many people I follow on YouTube that are just fishing content?
Yeah, me too.
You should do something like that. You really should.
Yeah.
Listen, I would watch it. I love that type of stuff.
Well, a lot of, like, the only one I did was, like, I opened up Lucky Tackle Box, and that's like a subscription box that's a surprise. You don't know what's in it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So a lot of guys are doing that now. But you know the thing about it is I don't get bored watching, even if it's like the same box, because sometimes it's a little bit different, and then this guy is funnier than that guy, or this guy is, more knowledgeable than that guy. So yeah, fishing's, I love fishing stuff, man. I watch, if it's not beard stuff.
Who's your number one? Who do you like to watch the most? I want to see if I watch them.
Well, there's different reasons why I would watch them, because some I watch just for those box things.
Yeah.
And so there's one that's called No Redemption Outdoors. He's not very known yet. He's in Michigan. Then there's Get Your Fish On, who does reviews of the lures.
Okay.
But if it's actual fishermen, like,
that's what I watch.
I watch a guy named Logan. The main guy I watch is Gene Jensen, who's called Fluke Master. But see, these are all bass guys, though.
Yeah. No, I like that stuff.
Yeah.
Right now I've been watching a lot of Fishaholics.
Fishaholics. What are they? They just catch a lot of different stuff.
Stripers. A lot of bass and stuff like that. He goes in salt and he'll actually go kayaking in lakes and stuff and just do all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
it's fun.
These guys do that too, but usually everything I watch has to do with largemouth bass.
Nice.
I used to watch this other guy. It was like Cats and Carps or something.
I hate carp.
Yeah, but it was neat to watch him.
They're ugly.
I had never caught any before. Still haven't caught one, but
really, they're over by Park City. There's a reservoir called Echo Reservoir. If you're familiar with where that is.
No, I've never.
And the overflow. So when the water comes down from the snow, it creates an overflow over here, like wetlands, and carp just live there. And they'll have people who with our bows just fleeing in and trying to. It's fun to watch, but I'm not a carp fan. So
their skin's like armor.
Yeah, that's why they have the bows and all that. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch that.
They like corn and stuff too.
Yeah, see, he knows bowfish for carp.
Yeah, I've never done anything like that. Never hunted either.
See, and I do love watching the Bass Pros. I follow all those guys on the IG as well. There's some fun fishing.
Oh yeah, it's fun to watch fishing, man. But a lot of times I'll watch and get all hyped up, and then I go out there and get skunked. It's like, dang. Mm-hmm. And you have to remember that they've edited it. They're not. I don't think they're necessarily catching one after the other. They might, but they might be editing.
Well, everyone, I appreciate you guys coming out, and we'll see you next week. And next week, we're actually going to have Chad Straza on. So that will be a fun one, too. Yeah, Chad's next week.
That dude's cool, man.
So, yeah.
He's got the thing, too. Really, really funny, but really, really, really nice. You know?
Yeah, and down to earth, and just like you, just all that stuff. So
yeah, he's a good guy, man.
So, well, everyone, have a wonderful day, and appreciate your. I can't talk. Appreciate you guys all. Have a good one. See ya.
Thanks, Tyson. See ya.